Look at this. Bertha is not the most aggressive mongoloid cobra, but she's still a defensive one. Look at her. She postures. She's ready to go. She is loaded. It doesn't matter if you guys fear snakes, because when you look at a snake like this, your jaw just drops. I mean, either because of the beauty or because you found it in your bathroom in India, but they are beautiful snakes. Let's see how it goes today. Please go in there and reach in. Act like she's the nicest python around. You nearly got me, sweetheart. Who's the cutest little? Oh, what is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to my wildlife. I'm currently hanging out with one of my favorite snakes in the collection. Obviously one that's not to be taken lightly. This snake is one of the most dangerous snakes that you could possibly find in all the stratosphere. This right here is a snake that puts fear into the hearts of all little toads throughout the world. Where are you, little buddy? This is Leonardo DiCaprio, the hognose snake. Oh my goodness. Look at this little guy. This is my albino western hognose snake. You guys saw him when I got him a couple months ago. Actually, January 27th, my birthday. My friend Quentin gave me this little guy as a gift, and now I've been raising him up. Look how thick he has gone. Look how big he's gone. He's just so cute. This is a rear-fanged colubrid. They actually have fangs in the back of their mouth. They don't really possess a huge amount of venom, just a little bit of residual venom, and those fangs are mainly used to pop and deflate toads. When these guys eat toads, because there's toad eating specialists, the toads will inflate so they don't get swallowed up by the hognose snake, but that hognose snake will take his little rear fangs and deflate the toad by popping him and having all that air come out. Look, he's getting a little flustered. He's like, my name is Leonardo DiCaprio, and I got an Emmy, I got some award for the Revenant. Look at me, I'm beautiful. So Leo, being a little western hognose snake, just a wee little baby right now, he still has the potential to get around like 3 feet long. The biggest hognose I've ever seen, western hognose, had to be at least like over 3 foot. It was like a record. A thick hognose at a reptile shop down here in Deerfield Beach, Florida. What are you doing, dude? You look so cute. Look at that face. They stand out from the rest with that cute little raised up snout, which actually helps them excavate throughout the ground, throughout the dirt, bury themselves, because they are somewhat of a subterrestrial species. They do like to hide under leaf litter and sometimes snooze through the soil looking for something to eat. I mean, like, look how cute this little snake is. And he is an albino. What are you doing? Are you biting me? Don't bite me. And usually these guys are like a beige with black saddling, but he's an albino, so he's got this crazy coloration with these whites and oranges. Look at that. Such a cool looking snake. Alright, I'm going to put him right in here, and we're going to move on to some snakes that are actually truly venomous. Now, obviously, this is a common pet throughout the pet trade. They're awesome. Lots of kids end up getting them. Even though it is a rear-fanged snake, it's not bad enough to the point where if you get bit, you're going to die. So if you're allergic to insect stings, like bees and stuff like that, you wouldn't want to get a snake like that, because potentially you could have anaphylaxis if you get bit by a snake like that. There is a residual amount of venom. So if you do know you're allergic to certain venoms, I wouldn't take the risk of owning snakes that have rear-fanged venom. Even if they're not truly deadly to common people, to you, they might be deadly. So you want to be careful. But now we're going to move on to snakes that are deadly, dangerous, deadly. Indian cobras, mulga snake from Australia. Let's go see what needs to get cleaned. I saw a bunch of sheds, so everyone's growing, getting bigger. Lots of spicy meatballs to clean. My favorite! Alright, beautiful people, I am going to show you some of the most beautiful snakes you've ever laid your pupils on. I mean, seriously, this room is full of the most exotic, beautiful, venomous snakes from around the world, with a few non-venomous snakes that are actually pretty popular. The green anacondas and the yellow anacondas that we have, which we'll be dealing with at the end of the episode, because they need to get cleaned and they need a bit of a soaking, so we'll take them out, and you know they are such lovely snakes. All the good times I've had with them. Please don't bite me. Oh, no. He's thinking about it. He didn't do it, though. That's good. No, he's so slow. He's thinking, oh, he didn't do it. Did you guys see that? Ow, don't you? Ah, doink. Oh, don't. What? No. Come on. Relax. Come on. Yikes, that hurt.
I heard that.
Oh, he got out. Oh. Anyway, so we're going to get to it. We're going to start with the Venomous. I got my monocled cobras right here. They've actually shed, gone to the bathrooms. A bunch of my animals have shed. Everything's looking good. Everyone's growing. We're going to move down here to some other snakes, but I got to show you this guy. We're not dealing with him today, but I got to show him off. Look at him. Big old Kevin the King Cobra. My largest venomous snake, 14, 15 foot long Malaysian King Cobra, deep in shed. Look how opaque his eyes are. He just had a 7 foot long Burmese python, frozen thawed, already killed, donated by a python hunter. They're not native to South Florida. So to dispose of the bodies properly, we actually feed them to the king cobras, which actually eat Burmese pythons naturally in Southeast Asia. So it's just a good combination out here. Get rid of the invasive pythons, make use of the bodies, and make my king cobras happy. For right now, we're gonna let Kevin be, because I don't want to mess with him right now while he's deep in shed. I do have to clean his enclosure. We'll look forward to that in a future episode. But today, we'll deal with the monocleds. The Indian cobra. I have Big Bertha, my like 5, 6 foot long monocled cobra. She's in there. And then we have another monocled cobra. We'll stick with Sunshine for right now, or Delilah. Delilah is not that laid back. Not as laid back as Big Bertha. And honestly, they're both not too laid back. They are cobras, let alone monocled cobras, a very defensive species of Elapidae, and their venom is so powerful, they are not to be taken with a grain of salt. These snakes could easily end your life. They are extremely powerful, neurotoxic, venom-possessed animals. Like, I'm telling you, they could literally shut down your diaphragm and cease it from working. That is incredible. You literally would have to get intubated to survive a bite from a monocled cobra if it's a serious bad bite. Intubated means they're going to stick a plastic tube down your throat and make sure you're able to breathe while their venom shuts down your nervous system, ceasing your main bodily functions. Oof. But she's a good girl. As you can see, she's not hooding up too much. She's actually pretty laid back for a monocled cobra. She'll flare up a little bit. Like if I were to touch her on the back right here, she'd feel a little defensive and maybe hood up for you guys. But at the end of the day, I've known this snake for probably about like 7 years now because my buddy raised her up. Oh, relax. And this snake, for the most part, doesn't want anything to do with anyone. Just wants to eat, drink, and shed off that old skin, right? You're looking beautiful. You're looking real beautiful. We're gonna get her into the can right here. The snake holding receptacle, I mean. Right in there. She's gonna stay there for a second. Let's get this albino out real quick. There we go. Not as laid back. Already hooding up. Real defensive snake. What's going on? They focus on movement. That's why I make that hand waving motion. Let's go back to the ground for a second. Just relax. It's okay. Look at that famous O on the back of the hood. That's why they're called the monocled cobra, because it looks like that one eyeglass. Or that one uneven eye. We'll put that one right in there. Oh, relax, relax. You're going to get the house clean. Relax. You don't even have to tip me. Okay. Now let's get the skin out. Look at this. Ooh, big old monocled cobra. This has to be from Bertha. Look how big the belly scales are. She is a beast of a cobra. We need to start using this stuff for like art. We gotta start plastering it up, using it in necklaces. I mean, it's coming out so perfectly because the humidity in here is so good for them. I love it. No worries though. We have our Cool Boss right here. We just turn it off for the videos because it's so loud. This cools down the whole room. Actually vaporizes water, puts it up into the air, cools it down, and hopefully in the next, I don't know, a couple months, after we raise a bunch of money, we're gonna get the AC unit in here, so it's gonna stay nice and cool all the time. Not too hot, not too cold, just perfect for most of these rainforest species to thrive. All right, so let's move on. Let's get this cleaned out. I'm gonna take the glass off. We're gonna make sure we get all these spicy meatballs out of here, because why would you want them here? I'll see you guys in the split. That's very nice. Alright, so we're good to go. Got the cage nice and clean, fresh water. It's so perfect for my little babies. I'm so happy. Let me get my glass where it needs to be. Let me think about this for a second. We're gonna stick the monocled cobras in here. I'm very sweaty. I think it's time to cool down. I think what I should do is a cue transition montage. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I'll put these away. Yes! Alright, let's get these monocled cobras back where they belong. Let's see what they're up to. Use the hook to open the can to make sure they're where they need to be. Look at this. Bertha is not the most aggressive monocled cobra, but she's still a defensive one. Look at her. She postures. She's ready to go. She is loaded. All my snakes have their venom glands, their fangs. They are fully loaded reptiles. For anyone out there, definitely, we do not defang. We do not take the venom glands away. Venomoid snakes, we don't do that. We don't believe in it. Because if you go to a circus and you saw somebody with a jaguar and they had the fangs, the canines removed, or a big lion with the canines removed, the claws removed, it's inhumane, it's not right. We take the animals as they are, and also venom is a big part of their life. It's a big part of how they digest their food. It's very necessary for these venomous snakes to have what they were born with and not to be altered in any kind of way, right, Big Bertha? So I definitely still have to be careful, even though she's not the most aggressive cobra around. She's still one that can venomate me and end my life. Ready? Get in there. She's like, oh, I like your shorts. Look how big she is. That is a big monocled cobra. Like, she's a thick girl. Let's get her tail in there. And let's get a little sunshine, a little Delilah out. Hey, little Delilah. I'm just trying to go real gentle with you, baby. I don't want you to be upset with me. I just want to be friends. Oh, Delilah, please, Delilah. Come on, Delilah. Look at this snake. Is that not an intense but beautiful reptile? I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the morphs, but this is still a badass snake. Look at that. Such a cool animal. Let's get him, or I mean her, back into the enclosure. Nice and easy. Ooh, no hook. I'm free handling. Let's get him right into there. Look at that. Such a beautiful snake. Are you going to hood up for me? Huh? What are you doing? I'm going to close this nice and smooth. And we're going to close this up. Oh, look at you. I don't want to make it hit your face or anything, so let's just lock that up. And let me just wipe my face because I'm extra sweaty. All right, next on the list, we're going to be dealing with... This is just a beautiful snake. I mean, the most beautiful Indian cobra I've got here. Let's see, let me get my keys. This snake is probably the most laid-back Indian cobra I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Every other Indian cobra I've had or worked with has been psycho. And by psycho, I just mean very defensive, wanting to defend its life, because as you guys know, these animals only stand or lay an inch off the ground, while humans are 5 to 6 feet tall, big monkeys, very scary to these snakes. So obviously, these little snakes are very defensive. Just because they have venom does not mean they're out to get you. That's just for their food, you know? Let's get, ooh, watch out. You look so beautiful with your new shed of scales. You're so shiny. You got all those beautiful yellows coming through. This is the Indian cobra, another Naya species. So in the same family as the monocled cobra, but they are called the spectacled cobra because they have a pair of spectacles instead of a single monocle on the back of their hood. And they are just as venomous as a monocled cobra. You would not want to get bit by an Indian cobra. They are in the top 4 most responsible for bites in India, and they put people in coffins just because people fall asleep in their huts. These snakes come into their huts, try to get warmth or hunt for rats at night. Somebody rolls over onto the snake, or even worse, they step on all these snakes in the dark and they're not able to see because they don't have flashlights or anything, and they get bit that way. Same thing for the Russell's vipers, the crates, the saw-scale vipers, all these snakes. They don't want anything to do with us. They just end up in bad situations and end up giving us a nasty bite. But the good thing is, organizations like the King Cobra Conservancy actually do nothing but promote these animals in a good light, meaning not just they tell the locals of India about these snakes, but they also provide flashlights and pamphlets about the animals. The flashlights will help the people walk around at night without getting bit. The pamphlets will actually help those people identify the snakes they're seeing in front of them. So you don't have to be a snake expert, but when the snake experts come through town from the King Cobra Conservancy, they educate the locals and make them feel more comfortable about the environment they live in. I mean, go support the King Cobra Conservancy. If you guys haven't checked it out before, link below. They do nothing but conserve and also help communities when it comes to king cobras and locals in India, Nepal, Thailand, all these different places. Definitely check it out. I'm very sweaty right now. This is ridiculous! Oh, there's like snake shed that was falling from the top. This snake was all over the place. When a snake sheds its skin, it will rub against the environment around it to get that skin off, to get to hopefully throw off, and with the right humidity, it comes off easily in one big chunk. So they literally just go through the rocks, they go through the sticks. If you guys have snakes at home, a way that you can help your snake is having more objects that have more coarse or rough surfaces to cause friction in between the snake's old skin and the surface it's rubbing against. So literally you can get like a limestone rock, keystone rock, a nice rough log, stuff like that will assist your snake in shedding, because as you know, they don't have hands, so they literally just have to like rub against other things. Like if I was a snake and I needed to get my skin off, I'd have to be like, I'm so itchy. Like that sucks. All right, so let's get this glass out. There we go. Very nice. And we're gonna get that water out, get some new water, get all this old skin out, take this poop out. This is what you call spot clean. We're not cleaning out the whole entire setup. We're just taking out the little bits of poop because it's not too bad in here. Yes. And now we get the fresh water. And it's time for the fresh H2O to go back in the enclosure. This will actually provide hydration for the animals. And as you know or don't know, our water comes from the Himalayas, so we get the best for our animals. Comment below, where does your water come from? Not as good as my water. I bet you use Zephyr Hills. All right, let's get the can out of there. Let's take care of this beautiful Indian cobra. Let's see how my boy's doing. Looking sexy as ever. Oh my goodness, look at that snake. It doesn't matter if you guys fear snakes, because when you look at a snake like this, your jaw just drops. I mean, either because of the beauty or because you found it in your bathroom in India, but they are beautiful snakes. I mean, look at this animal. And this is not a full-grown Indian cobra. This guy could get around 5-6 feet long, potentially. Such a beautiful snake, especially, look at those teardrops almost right underneath the eyes. Like, that is an awesome snake. Used to hood up a lot, but way more laid back nowadays. I still have another Indian cobra that came with this one, a male, not as friendly, not as laid back, in a sense, likes to fly out of the enclosure. Last time wasn't too bad when I handled him, but that's another snake I'll have to deal with today. Not sure if it's gonna make it this episode. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a lot of reptiles to take care of. We don't film every cleaning because, well, I spend a whole day in here cleaning poop, and I love it. I love being a maid for all of my snakes. And last but not least, locked and secure. And don't forget this one. Is it locked? Yes. And secure. We focus on security with our wildlife. Of course, with the most exotic animals from around the world, like Childish Gambino, we understand they are not native and would never want them to get out in the natural environment. That is why Chandler's Wild World is the best institute on the planet for working with wildlife. Yes, I said it. Was no one else gonna say it? I just did! Alright, so next what we're gonna do is the yellow anacondas. We're gonna soak them because they definitely need to get soaked. They don't have their own water tubs in there because they're too heavy to move in and out until we get that custom enclosure built. So excuse the mess. I'm gonna use this hose right here. We're gonna use it to actually fill up this can so we can get them nice and hydrated. I mean, it is so important to make sure that these animals get the best hydration possible. You know, when working with wildlife, you gotta take things seriously. And when it comes to dealing with these animals, you gotta make sure they get the best care and the most responsible caretakers. Comment below, how responsible are you? All right, we're gonna let that fill up. Let's see how these yellow anacondas are doing. This is my female, she's a little crazy. She had a couple jumbo rats, so she just pooped all over the place. I'm gonna take this glass off, see how she's doing. She is so pretty, I mean, like, look at that snake. That is a jaw-dropping snake right there. All right, let me go get that can. We're gonna open it up and take her out. All right, guys, we got the water. It's time to put this yellow anaconda to soak. She's usually very defensive, but last time I had to deal with her, she wasn't too bad. She struck a whole bunch, but nobody got bit. It was just a whole bunch of striking and dodging her strikes. So let's see how it goes today. Please go in there and reach in. Act like she's the nicest python around. You nearly got me, sweetheart. You're just such a delight. Look how beautiful that bit. Oh, you bit yourself. You missed my hand and you bit yourself. Come on. Look how beautiful. Oh, hey, Delilah. Hey, Delilah's not your name. I'm sorry, I forgot. Your name's Big Yellow Worm. Hey, okay, nice and smooth. Right into the water tub right here. Don't do it. Come on, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Look at her, she's so pretty. Ay, Dios mío, you're so pretty today. Woo! Look at her. That's a good looking snake. Right into the can without getting bit. Yeah, success. Come on, let's do this without getting bit. And into the tub. Nice and, oh, this isn't going well for me. This looks like it's turning into a fight. Listen. I feed you. I give you baths. We have a good time. All right, so nice and easy. And into the can. Who says it's hard to handle snakes? Not me. Oh, she's crazy. She just goes strike right in your face in a split second. Crazy thing about the anacondas is they don't give you a signal. They don't S up. They don't do any of that. They're just like hanging out. Like, ask me something.
How was crap?
Let's do this. Let's clean all this. So much spiciness. So much to do. Wow, this is okay. Okay. Let's get closer. There's a lot. I guess I'll see you guys when I'm done cleaning this spiciest, and wow, that's actually pretty cool. I wonder what. Never mind. I'll see you guys in a split second.
Chandler, here. You want to use a pen?
Oh no, I'm good.
No, right here. Take it.
No, I'm good. I got it.
Take it.
I like doing it. I love maintenance. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is put this new mulch in there. We got all the nasty stuff cleaned out, so now it's just time to make it beautiful. There we go. It's gonna add humidity, which of course this aquatic snake will love. We're gonna take all this out of the track, so it's easy to close the glass. All right, let's see how little Sunshine's doing. Hey, she is just so beautiful. It's always the most beautiful ones that want to hurt you. Hey, it's okay. Oh yeah, you're strong. I feel you. You're very strong. There we go. Nice and easy. Just another beautiful snake on our planet, right? You're just a good animal. Look at that. That is a beautiful snake. All right, let's get her back into the enclosure. Nice and easy, no biting. I think this is a new future, a new start for her and I. We're gonna be able to handle and not have any issues from here on out. I mean, this snake's a whopper. Look at this beautiful snake. All right, we're gonna let her go into the enclosure. There she goes. What a beautiful girl. What a beautiful girl. Comment below, how beautiful do you think she is? Is in real life even more beautiful? Locked and secure. Whew, I'm kind of sweaty, but that's okay, because it's all about the adventure, not the sweat in your eyes. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on my wildlife. Thank you to everyone who came out to Croc Fest this last Saturday. If you guys hadn't seen the Croc Fest video, we raised over $107,000 for the critically endangered gharial. So biologist named Jeff Lang can keep doing his research, and we can continue to preserve these animals, learn as much about them as possible to preserve them, and also breed them in captivity so generations after generation can enjoy these animals, and we still have our keystone species that make this planet run like a well-oiled machine. Guys, I love you so much. We are all conservationists when we come together to do these things. Stay safe, stay beautiful. Don't forget to check us out on CHANDLER'sWildlife.com so you can get your sickest merch and look like the most professional venomous handler in all the galaxy. And don't forget to check us out on Patreon for exclusive content. If you support us on Patreon, you're helping support the big goal. Remember, guys, we have to get a rebuild on our garage wall. We have to rebuild the double door. We have to get drywall for the whole building, drop the ceiling, new electric, AC. And then after that, there's tons more like the fencing around this 11-acre property. So there's lots that we have to raise up for. So if you guys want to help us, go to the Patreon, support us. You get extra content on that page, get some Chandler's Wildlife merch, and just watch the channel. Share it with your friends, share it with your grandmother, like the video, send it to your old science teacher and say, hey, you should learn something from this guy. I'll see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe, but most of all, do this angle, it's more intense. Most of all, don't forget to follow your passion and do what you love in life. Have a good one. Love you guys. Kisses. He's so slow. He's thinking, oh, he didn't do it. Did you guys see that? Yeah, don't.